Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to tell you about the difference between verbs and adjectives and spicing up and adding energy to your writing. This is something I actually learned after I started editing essays for the past couple of years, where it's not something that I learned in school, because in school I often read writing that was really wordy and that had a lot of really difficult to read adjectives in the writing that kind of added a lot of description, but also made it a little bit more difficult to read. And later on, as I kept reading higher level books and kind of learning about writing and the craft of writing, I realized that verbs are actually the things that move your story along and add energy and motion to your writing, whereas adjectives are kind of things that boggle and slow your writing down. You only want to include very difficult adjectives or very long adjectives if it's really necessary to your writing. But a lot of times, what makes your writing really appealing and really good and really attractive is kind of having these awesome, fantastic verbs that really describe what's going on in the scenario. And so I want to show you some sample sentences that kind of show you what I'm talking about and give you some ideas of how you can use verbs to really spice up your writing. So this is a sentence that's a little bit more energetic. She sprinted down the track, her feet pounding against the pavement with each step. So this is a pretty simple sentence, but you can see that the verb pounding adds a little bit more. You can hear it, you can hear the pounding on the pavement with each step. And so that's kind of showing that, this is the verb. There's no fancy vocabulary here. There's no nothing that's past the sixth grade level, but this verb kind of adds so much sound to this sentence, which is kind of what we're looking for. Okay, this is energetic. The speaker captivated the audience with her passionate words, inspiring them to take action. Okay, so this is captivated. Captivated is kind of captured the audience, and so again, this is not a really serious. I'm not showing you something that's beyond a sixth grade vocabulary, but just capturing or captivating an audience with powerful words. That's kind of a lot more valuable than the speaker used perspicacious and elaborate and literate words to inspire the captivating is a lot better because it's using a verb rather than complex adjectives. Okay, vivid. The flames danced wildly, engulfing the old building in a fiery blaze. So you can see that, just this word kind of adds a whole new way to read this. I could have said the flames burned down the building, right? But I said the flames danced wildly. And so that's just a totally different way to look at the same picture, right? If I say the sun rays laid on my face versus the sun rays attacked my face, that's totally different ways of looking at the same picture. And it totally affects how you look at it. And so you can see that just this verb changes the whole story and adds so much unique character and tone and dialogue to this. And so that's what I wanted to show you. If you look at adjectives, the large, beautiful blue ocean stretched out before us, its clear, salty water shimmering in the sunlight. So this is not bad, but it's a little bit difficult to read, The large, beautiful blue ocean. There's so many commas here. Clear, salty water shimmering in the sunlight. Okay, this one is boring. The old gray building stood tall, its large empty windows reflecting the dreary sky. This is repetitive. The soft, fluffy white snow covered the ground, creating a serene and peaceful atmosphere. So a lot of times, I'm sure that if you're reading a book and the book has like 4 or 5 pages that's just focused on describing the scenery, a lot of times I skip those pages or I kind of just really quickly skim through those pages because that's not what interests me. And most people, where they see a lot of adjectives altogether, they're not really interested in it. What they're interested in is the action. And you can change the same sentence, the same paragraph and kind of add so much more energy and so much more action just by taking out adjectives and by adding verbs. And so for your writing, that's what I really encourage you to do is use more verbs that add motion and add energy and use less adjectives that kind of take away from that energy. And if you can do that, I think you'll have fantastic writing. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.